and Leandre from Ultimate Africa Travels, and we're going to explore the chaos of Kimironko Market. So you've got a tour company in Kigali, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, where do you take people?
So one of the places we take people is of course the market, where they explore the way we do local shopping, they buy local art crafts. We also take people to volcanoes to explore the wildlife of renowned mountain gorillas, the safari in Akagera National Park, and also exploring the history of the country, which is the genocide memorial, where they can reign from ash to life. So those are one of the places where we take people to.
Yeah. And he's an absolutely brilliant tour guide. I've had friends from the UK come out. So Leandre and Bosco, definitely worth hitting up. I'll leave their details below, their contacts below. Yeah. And today, let's go and have a look at Kimironko.
As Rwanda, a developing country, and trying to make everything well sustainable. So here in Kimironko market, where we are in the marketplace, where you can see the bus station and the market behind, but also with the development, we have the new building here, which you can see over there. That is going to be the new modern Kimironko market. It's going to sell handcrafts, it's going to sell food, there's a big compartment of furniture and other stuff that you may need at your house. So here we are at the Kimironko bus station, one of the biggest bus stations we have in Kigali, that brings incoming buses from the city center, from some villages outside of the city, and Nyabugogo, which is the main bus station. As you can see, we have different types of the buses. The blue ones, those are electric buses. Kigali is becoming a green city. It is trying to developing green movement around the city. That's why there was introduction of the electric vehicles that can transport people in public. And also, you may see something interesting with our local transport system, which are the bicycles. Normally, we call them matabaro. The matabaro, they were formerly used to carry goods to places, but now, as you can see, they can also be used as taxis. Kimironko, it has 4 parts. The part where they sell fresh produce, the part where they sell furniture, the art crafts, and also the part where you can find the local artists trying to make the local things. So we are going to enter from the part where they sell fresh produce. Then we take you through the market to see other part of the market. So let's go. So this way. As you can see, the market is colorful outside. So with the MTN, one of the telecommunication companies, the city of Kigali itself, most of the places are colorful, but especially the Kimironko one, it's tried to be colorful to show the beautification, to beautify, and also to try to be clean, to look good. Yeah. The best time to come if you are buying the wholesale, many things, is to come early in the morning, when people are bringing fresh produce from the villages neighboring Kigali. But if you are just coming to shop the things you need just for your house, you can come in the afternoon time when everyone is already in the market. Yeah, this is the largest local market in Kigali. There's no clear research about when the market was founded, because normally the market started as just lay on the ground, shopping places where the locals used to come, they sell their goods to the local people. But as it got recognition, and with its strategic location in the middle of the city, easily accessible whether you are coming from town or everywhere, so the government decided to build it as a little bit modern style, so that the people can sell their goods in a sustainable way. And also they develop cooperative stuff where each 5 shops in the market, its own market. They form cooperatives so that they can even develop their families. So as I can say, there is no clear time when the market was founded. Here we are at the food market where we are seeing different dried fish. Where these ones come from Burundi, these ones come from Zanzibar, Tanzania. These are sambaza coming from the Lake Kivu.
How do you know where they're from?
It's because we know from the traders. The owner say where they are originally came from. These ones, they come from the Lake Tanganyika in Burundi. These ones come from Zanzibar, in the Zanzibar lakes. Whereas this one we know locally at the Lake Kivu, which is famous fish you can have when you are in Rwanda. Whether you can have them fried, you can have them boiled in the soup. The reason of frying them is to make sure that they can store them for a long time. Tanzania and Burundi is one of the countries that in the region that produce a lot of fish. Here we are at the fresh produce. As you can see, we have carrots, we have eggplants, we have some local spices. Some of them come from the region, others are locally produced. In the morning, the people from the farms, they bring large quantities of vegetables, and these people, they buy them as retailing so that they can sell them to the final consumers, which are the local communities.
What is in the bottles? Is that cooking oil?
Those are cooking oil. The reddish one and the palm oil, they come from Burundi, which is famous for many palm trees. They are good when you are cooking the local food we call isombe, which is cassava leaves. We can either eat the roots, which is the cassava itself, and we can also eat the leaves. The leaves, you pound them using the local pounding machine, and then after pounding them, you boil them in the water. You can mix with the meat to make them the flavors, different flavors, and put some local spices like this one, which you can see over here, that are produced locally. So these are the local tilapia, which is one of the delicious fishes in our signature dishes in Rwanda, and they come from the nearest lake called Lake Muhazi. Is making them ready for the consumers. These are the stoves, local stoves that are produced by the local people. You put the charcoals on them and the lights, and then you can put your pan, then you can cook something. You have the ones, like you know these ones in your kitchens, which are used to cook the cassava bread, you used to mix stuff. This is one of the traditional Rwandan decoration called imigongo. You can find an umugongo with these structures. You can find one with this. You see there is a little bit different, and you can see other ones that are like this, like zebra colors. And interestingly, these colors is not just the paint you get. It's local stones that they dig in the ground, and they mix different soil type, and they form a color, a specific color.
Fabric here we have like a cotton fabric and cotton shine, even the wax one. But The cotton one, there is some design look like our unique in Rwanda, like a traditional umugongo, like this one. And also there is this one with the shine for the groom people.
So people can come, they can choose their fabric,
If you
and
choose
you
the
can make
fabric,
for them.
then we make for them what they want, what they like. You see some sample you have like this kind of shirt out of that pattern. You see, there is also this kind of t-shirt like this one. We cover with the pattern like a fabric.
So as kitenge, it's you can make different things from it. This is the fun. You see? Wow. I use for shopping, which you can make from kitenge. You can see it's a portable bag. You can use for shopping. You want to go to the market, you want to buy some fruits, some vegetables. We are going to show you the second-hand clothes shops, which gives you, like, these are the ladies' clothes, and you can see the jeans for men and jeans for women. So Rwanda is trying to promote the local production of clothes. That's why it's you don't see a lot of second-hand clothes. It's trying to promote the local produce made by the local industries. That's why you will not see lots of shops of the second-hand clothes in Rwanda.
So I have nice trousers and a t-shirt and pant for men, shirt for men. It's like this.
Here we want to show you from the kitenge African texture that you have found. We want to show you some of the produce you can get out of them. This is a handbag which you can put your IDs, your money, different stuff. And here you have the tailor who can customize. She can customize different things out of from the kitenge which you can buy here in the market. Like making this kind of dress for women, making your t-shirt, a shirt, different things that you want to make out of it.
So you can buy the material and you can bring it here to...
Correct. These women are good architects. They can design something really beautiful for you.
How long does it take to make a dress like the lady?
1 hour.
A dress in 1 hour?
Yes.
That's incredible.
This is dresses, make it, and this kimono, you know kimono, and this is a skirt. The shirt for guys.
As we were leaving the market, I saw this mobile public health centre, which was offering follow-up vaccinations against monkeypox. This surprised me because you never hear about the disease here. It really hasn't been an issue in the country, perhaps due to these preventative measures. I also popped into a mattress shop. Rwanda foam is the most popular type of mattress, and they last for years. After that, Leandre and I popped into a nearby cafe for a well-earned rest.
Right, so we've just popped into a cafe to kind of recover from... I always find Kimironko's really full on. There's always a lot going on there. Like, what would you recommend if people are coming here? Is it best to come with a guide or is it best to come on your own? What would you say?
It just depends, but I will highly recommend coming with a guide, so to get a taste. And also if you want to buy things, they can help with the negotiation and to communicate with the traders in the market. And also escorting you to make sure that the clouds, or sometimes you feel the clouds are following you, the guide will be responsible to say, please do it responsibly. So Rwandans are friendly, they are good, but sometimes it's annoying to find the clouds. So
I definitely find that I was really grateful to have you there because I was saying to Leandre on the way out that I think if I go in there on my own, you're not going to see me again for like 3 months because people will just come and say, see this, see this, see this, and they'll take you off down this maze. It's a bit like labyrinth. So yeah, I mean, like you say, it's friendly. But I did notice there's quite a lot of people don't like to be photographed or to have videos taken, so it's quite important to ask.
Yes, it's quite important to first ask the consent and ask if it's okay to have photograph the stuff, and also if some people would be interested to be taken photographs as well. Some of the places they'll ask you, please take me picture as well. So just a friendly reminder, whenever you come and you want to take a video or a photograph, it's good to ask first the consent.
I definitely find it's such a range. Like there were some people, like the girl with the vegetable stall, she was like really happy to do sort of a hey, you know. But the guy doing the fish, he was very happy for us to look at the fish, but he didn't want to be in the picture. Some people just really don't want to be photographed, and there's other people who want you to photograph everything. So it's definitely be careful, be respectful, ask. But like I say, it's quite hard to ask if you don't know any Kinyarwanda. So I think having a guide is a really good idea. People visiting Kigali, what else would you say they see? What are your favorite things?
Apart from the market, the first thing most people who are coming into the city, they want to learn about the history of the country, the Kigali Genocide Memorial, which is a museum, and you can also go to one of the parks that is found in the city, the Nyandungu Wetland Eco Park, which is...
There's a video for that somewhere up here,
which is one of the places, if you are a bird watcher, if you like bird watching, nature walk, it's an urban wetland that was rehabilitated for the biodiversity conservation, and it is on World Heritage UNESCO. And then you finalize your city tour in Nyamirambo, where you learn really the real contrast between the city. Nyamirambo, it's a north city. I could say it's where the city of Kigali started from. And
the
it's a Muslim community. We see the Kigali's Las Vegas, the painted streets.
Yeah, they've got a really nice kind of cafe culture in Biryogo, which is in Nyamirambo. So it's a nice place to check out. Tell me a little bit about your company. What do you do? What do you offer?
At Ultimate Africa Travels, we are a social enterprise. It's, of course, we make money out of the sales we make, but we try to give back to the communities. We are specialized in adventure tourism, where we organize city tours, either by 4 wheels, which is cars, or by bicycles on 2 wheels. We go off beaten trails beyond the gorillas trekking, where you can visit villages, homestay, you can do cycling, you can do hiking, kayaking, canoeing, you can hike volcanoes, and also you can see gorillas, or you can do the wildlife safari in the east of the country, Akagera National Park, where you can see Big Five, and also trying to showcase the country, not only 4 wheels cars, but also 2 wheels, which will get you more of beaten trail, more where cars cannot reach. In the villages, you get to interact with the communities, you get to enjoy the local foods, you get to enjoy the lakes and the rivers of Rwanda.
Yeah, I always say if you're coming to visit, get out of Kigali, because you know it's a city in development here. You know, you've got buildings going up, you've got so much traffic, but you know, it's like London isn't England, New York isn't America, Kigali isn't Rwanda. You need to get out of Kigali and go and see the quieter places, and it's really beautiful out of town. Where's your favorite place out of town?
Volcanoes place and Nyungwe Forest. Volcanoes are in the north, where you find 5 volcanoes. It's always chilly the whole year, not too much sun like in the city. It's green, and to enjoy the fresh potatoes, Irish potatoes and chips.
And carrots, a lot of carrots and potatoes.
I like also Nyungwe. Nyungwe Forest is the favorite forest in Rwanda. It's where I did my research for bachelor's degree on chimpanzees, and it's a home to over 15 species of primates. It's also chilly, a little bit higher in altitude.
Take a coat, because people, they come to Africa, they think, oh, it's going to be really, really hot. Bring a coat if you're going up into the mountains.
Yes, and as you exit the forest, you're going to enjoy the sceneries of the tea beds. It's a nice contrast. As you go out of that, one of the remaining oldest rainforest in Africa, you get out, you see the tea beds, the tea plantations. It's beautiful, the smiling locals, and also one of the historical places where it is believed where when the colonizers brought the tea into the country where they started from.
Oh, that's where it began.
Yes.
Yeah, tea and coffee plantations here are beautiful. So thank you so much for today. Thank you for showing me around and getting me through Kimironko. Kimironko is chaos, but you made it make sense. So thank you so much. And if you're coming, do go and check it out. You know, I've just done a video about grocery shopping in Kigali. A lot of people still go to the local markets, to the isoko. Kimironko is it the biggest one? I can't remember.
It's the biggest local market in Kigali, apart from the modern malls, which are mall styles. But if you look into the locally built market, tourists, of course famous for most of the international travelers coming into the country, you consider the Kimironko market.
Yeah.
And also it's easily accessible, whether you are coming from the city center, from the outskirts, it's easily accessible, not far from the city.
If you're coming by moto, we started off at Simba Kimironko. If you say Simba, the supermarket, Kimironko, everybody knows where that is, and you can just hop off and just go around the corner to the right and you're in the market. It is a bit of an experience. I mean, it is a full-on experience, isn't it? So definitely do it. I'd say do it when you've had breakfast, so you're not hungry, you're not going to get hangry, you're nice and calm. And I think probably, I can do it for about an hour, and then I need to come somewhere like this and get a coffee. It's worth visiting. So thank you so much again.
Welcome.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.